Marilyn Monroe was one of the most famous stars of the 20th century. She was beautiful, talented, and loved by millions of people around the world. But her life was also full of struggles and sadness. Today, let's take a journey through her story, from her childhood to her legacy. She was born as Norma Jeane Mortenson on June 1st, 1926, in Los Angeles. Her childhood was very difficult. She grew up in foster homes and even lived in an orphanage. At the age of 16, she married a man named James Dougherty, hoping for a stable life. But the marriage did not last. Soon, she started working as a model. Her photos made her popular, and soon she moved into acting. At first, her roles were small, but in 1950, she appeared in 2 films, The Asphalt Jungle and All About Eve. These roles helped people see that she had real talent. In 1953, Marilyn became a superstar. She acted in Niagara, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, and How to Marry a Millionaire. These movies showed her beauty, her comedy skills, and her amazing screen presence. The world now knew her name, and she became a symbol of Hollywood glamour. One of her most famous moments came in 1955, in the movie The 7-Year Itch. In this film, her white dress blew up while she stood over a subway grate. This single scene became one of the most iconic images in movie history. Marilyn wanted more than fame. She wanted respect as an actress. In 1955, she started her own company, Marilyn Monroe Productions. This was a very bold step for a woman in Hollywood at that time. She later starred in The Prince and the Showgirl with Laurence Olivier, and in 1959, she gave her greatest performance in Some Like It Hot, which is still known as one of the best comedies ever made. Her final completed film was The Misfits in 1961. But behind her success, Marilyn was struggling. She suffered from anxiety, depression, and problems with sleeping. She often used medication, which made things worse. Her marriages, first to baseball player Joe DiMaggio and later to Arthur Miller, both ended in divorce. She wanted love and peace, but she often felt lonely. In 1962, she started working on a film called Something's Got to Give. But her health and personal problems made it hard for her to continue. The movie was never finished. On August 4, 1962, Marilyn Monroe died in her home in Brentwood, Los Angeles. She was only 36 years old. The cause was an overdose of sleeping pills. Her death shocked the whole world. Even though her life was short, Marilyn's influence has lasted for decades. Soon after her death, artist Andy Warhol created the famous painting Marilyn Diptych, turning her into a pop art legend. To this day, she remains a global symbol of beauty, fame, and the struggles that come with being a star. Marilyn Monroe's life was full of light and tragedy. She changed Hollywood, she changed the idea of celebrity, and she inspired millions of people. Even now, more than 60 years after her death, her smile, her style, and her story continue to shine. Marilyn Monroe will always be remembered as one of the greatest legends of all time.